Hey man, I gotta come on here and do the right thing. I am an honest person. Anybody that's followed me thus far throughout my journey, y'all know that I take pride in being honest and giving my honest truth. No matter what people feel about it, we come on here and tell the truth. And a lot of times I've been wrong, but more often than not, I've been right, or I felt like I'm right. I gotta come on here, y'all, and apologize to an artist because I was wrong. All right, out the gate, when I first heard about Travis Scott, the artist, not the producer, when I first heard about Travis Scott, the artist, I just wasn't sold. You know, I just thought this dude would be one of the other 35 new acts to come in a calendar year, and he'd be gone the next year or so. You know, I just thought he was another one of the ones, right? I've seen him come, I've seen him go over the last 3 or 4 years since I've been in the music journalism space. And I just thought Travis Scott would be one of those ones as well. But I was wrong. Boy, was I wrong. I was actually at the Drake show over the weekend, but I had the opportunity to watch a live stream of Travis Scott's Astro World. And it made me say, you know, TALIAFERRO, you got to do the right thing and go ahead and make a video about this. You got to do the right thing, because you've been feeling it for quite some time. I want to apologize to Travis Scott and all his fans that have been on my ass about not giving this young dude the credit that he deserves on how impactful he's been in the culture over the last couple years. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I got 9 reasons. I'm going to give y'all 9 reasons why I was wrong about Travis Scott. So for those out there who are on the fence about being a Travis Scott fan or just believing in where he's going in his music, because I still don't think he's the best lyricist. I still don't think he's I still don't think more times than not he makes great records, in my opinion. But I get it now. That's just my opinion. I don't 100% rock out with the Travis Scott records like that, but I get it now. First and foremost, reason number 1, Travis Scott is going to be around for a while. He can produce. All right, he can produce. The records that I do like from Travis, they're produced very well. Travis is going to be around for a while because he has a good ear for music. So number 1 out the gate, the dude can produce. I ain't gonna lie to you, one of my favorite songs over the last 4 or 5 years was that Pick Up the Phone joint with Young Thug. Very well produced record. Obviously, we got the Antidote records and just a plethora of other records on Rodeos, a few joints on Rodeo that I like. They were well produced. Mamacita was well produced as of late. Obviously, the Sicko Mode joint, very, very, very well produced. He can produce. He's got a great ear for music, and he won't allow himself to put out trash. Number 2, his business is together. You know, Travis Scott already has a good deal over there with Nike, I believe. He just produced the NBA 2K soundtrack. He's in the mix with the things that are relevant to our culture. He's in the fashion. His business is together. 2 things that that stood out to me about Travis Scott's business in regards to voting season that just took place like 2 weeks ago. You know, Travis Scott was giving out free tickets to people in the city of Houston for his Astro World concert if they voted. That's great business. You know, Nicki Minaj was upset at Travis Scott because he came up with this phenomenal business plan that helped him sell more album tickets, because if you bought a an album ticket, you got some free merch, right? Or other way around, if you bought some merch, you got a free album, which equated into sales. He's got a guy that used to work with Ticketmaster managing him now, so he's got a great team. His business together. Number 3, Houston ties. This helps a lot. A lot of times you are just in the right place at the right times, and in regards to Houston, they needed an artist right now. Remember, Houston, the chopped and screw era, big time era, but kind of after that, Houston has needed a go-to guy. And I didn't know if Travis Scott could be that guy, because I thought the guy would be a street rapper, and Travis Scott is not that. But the dude is, I mean, he's putting on. He's got connections with James Harden. Again, it helps that Houston basketball is good, right? He's got connection with James Harden. The Astros embraced him, right? The Texans have embraced him. So he's tied into the sports world and the city. He does for the city. So him being the guy for Houston at the right time when they needed a guy in such a big market in Houston, such a growing city, They needed a guy right now, and he has fulfilled that role right now to the fullest. That worked out in his favor. His industry cosigns are absolutely phenomenal. Just look at the people that Travis Scott is able to get on his projects, right? Look at the people who want to work with Travis Scott. I say Travis Scott and Chance the Rapper and maybe Quavo. The guys under 25, 28 that are actually artists slash rappers, their phone is never not ringing. All right, they got calls all day and night about people wanting to work with them, help them produce. You know, they always are gonna have a back. They're always gonna have a back because they can produce, and the industry has embraced them, and they love their ear for music. Trav's got industry cosigns out of this world. He's worked with Rihanna, Ye, Drake, and he's producing phenomenal records for these artists. Like Travis Scott, I say, is as embraced an artist I've seen over the last 5 years. Him and Chance the Rapper, they've definitely been embraced with their ear for music. And give Kanye West credit, he was early on that wave as well. Number 5 for me, man, the relationship with Kylie Jenner has to matter. I don't like bringing up a lot of dudes, you know, his baby moms or his fiance, whatever was going on in his relationship. Let's call it what it is. Kylie Jenner is a Jenner slash Kardashian. That name holds weight in this country. And the fact that he's in a relationship and has a kid with a Jenner. By the way, Kylie Jenner is well on her way to being a billionaire sooner rather than later. She's mad young, but she's got a command on the culture. So Travis Scott is benefiting from the fact that he just garnishes her fan base. I mean, she's not an artist. So all the people who love Kylie Jenner, they look at it as like we're connecting with Kylie through Travis Scott's music. You know, you're going to these tours, you're going to these Travis Scott shows, and there are a lot of Kylie Jenner fans out there that are just going to these shows just with the hopes and possibilities of seeing their favorite Kylie Jenner. You know, she's a very, very known figure in the culture, and her, I think it's makeup or lipstick or whatever, is doing phenomenally well. She's going to be around because of her business acumen. And with that being said, as long as her and Travis have some sort of a connection to each other, which they will always have with the baby, he's going to always have that popularity on his name. That gets him the interviews on Ellen, right? These are looks that you can't pay for. That's what you get when you're with Kylie Jenner. That media attention, those headlines, the blog sites. Like, there are some outlets, as big as an artist Travis Scott is, all due respect to him, there are outlets out there that be like, yo, Kylie Jenner's husband hosts Astro World Tour. That's how big his baby mama is, all right? The next reason, and we're at number 6, I believe, his projects are conceptual based. In this era where there's just so much, I call it fast food music, mumble rap, jump, whatever you want to call it, the fact that Travis Scott is a young artist, he's one of the only guys doing it, making conceptually based music. Like Astro World was themed, Rodeo was themed. He might have ventured off from the theme a little bit. The Birds in the Trap, Sing Me Night. Well, you know, these are themed projects, and maybe a record or two, I think he ventures off away from the theme. Overall, Travis Scott stays on brand. Like this Astro World project was about a great time. I just watched an interview with Travis Scott and Ellen the other day, and I believe he's going to go through with this. I heard Ellen bring up something like a play, and it clicked in Travis Scott's mind. He's like, my next album should be a play. And I believe he's going to do it. That's the type of artist he is. Like, he's conceptually based projects. And honest to God, true, what I've seen over time, the people who shoot for conceptually based projects, their fans remember. There's more of an emotional tie to the music when you get, okay, this is Astro World. This was the Ferris wheel and like the fun themed festival music. This was that spot. This was a fun time in Travis Scott's life. He had just had the baby. He wanted to have fun on tour. People are going to be able to connect projects with points in Travis Scott's life and coincidentally their life. So he has that working for him. That's a huge one. That, again, with all these records being released, there's like 85 projects every Friday being released. There's only so much music you're going to remember long term. And the fact that he's doing the conceptually based project ideas, yo, that's going to be, those projects are going to stick. Next, speaking of just his projects being great, he's taking those projects and creating a phenomenal Onstage Presence. So that's number 7 for me. Travis Scott's Onstage Presence is phenomenal. Like, if you hop on a stage at a Travis Scott show, he ain't gonna get mad. You ain't gonna see his security just tackle you unless it's the wrong time, right? He gonna throw your ass off that stage. He gonna make you jump off stage. You got the audacity to hop on his stage and interrupt his show, he gonna make you jump off of it. And if you got I've seen like maybe 3 or 4 artists do that. Waka Flocka does that at his shows. He has fun with his fans who jump on stage. It's all love with him. A few other artists as well. If you got the audacity to interrupt his show, he gonna make you jump off. You know, and if you got the patience to deal with fans who just want to show love and interrupt your show and let you know that you're their favorite artist and all that, if he got the patience for that, I salute him. Most artists don't. Most artists wouldn't even allow themselves to be put in that situation with beefed up security or like making the stage so high that you can't jump up. But Travis Scott seems comfortable in that space on stage, and no matter who's on it with him, his presence seems demanding. He gets crowds lit. I mean, you watch this dude's performances. I've seen him perform the same record antidote, I think 9 times in a row in one city. Like, and they were lit for every time he performed it. He's on stage knowing what the hell he's doing. He's got a great feel for what the crowd wants. And what they want right now is anything Travis Scott. Number 8, he's got records. All right, we can get lost in the sauce with all this. He's got records. He's got hit records. At least once an album, he's going to have a #1 record. All right? That's very important because now he's already built the base. He's already got enough records in his catalog that he'll be good for the next 5 to 8 years. But if you can provide me one #1, meaning when Travis Scott comes out on the Weeknd set, or when Travis Scott comes out on Drake's set, or hell, Beyonce and Jay-Z, when he comes out on these people's sets, he has records that everyone knows. Like the common fan, the person who might not even be a Travis Scott fan, they're going to know Sicko Mode. They're going to know Antidote. They're going to know records from Rodeo. So he's got records. He's got hits. He's producing in that aspect as well. What we got with last one, and probably the most important one to me, and this is why I think Travis Scott is winning. He caters to a festival crowd, man. He caters to a festival crowd. What do you mean by festival crowd? Look, this is what I've known of festivals. People go to these festivals not preparing to shower. People go to these festivals ready to take drugs. People go to these festivals ready to live their best life and not remember any of that shit. All right? And at a Travis Scott show, the festival crowd is in full effect. It's a white fan base. I believe that's his base, with a lot of black fans as well. And it's a loving, from what I've seen, it's just a loving environment. It seems like a phenomenal time. Nobody's on no bullshit. His crowd ain't the streetest of niggas, right? It's a very friendly base where it's probably not a lot of fights going on at his shows. It's a festival base. Let's get drugged out. Let's get high as we can base. And it works for him because they're just there to have a fucking great time. Jump as much as they can. Not worried about their fits. They'll get dusty and dirty. Make the mosh pitch, do whatever. He's embraced that festival crowd. And honest to God truth, he's just able to pass people quicker with that festival base. He's reaching bigger demographics. He's reaching more versions of people, more variations of people. That's like the biggest benefit for him. That festival base crowd that he brings out. He's able to do the biggest festivals. Now he's in the space where he can headline any festival in the country. So, I mean, Travis Scott is winning. You know, he's winning. And I offer my deepest apologies to Travis Scott's fan base for not believing. Does Travis got a name for his hive yet? Does he got like a Travis Hive or Astro World? I don't know what it's called, but I offer my deepest apologies to Travis Scott's fans. Y'all were right. I was wrong. I'm going to keep it a G with you. Even though I still don't like a lot of the music he puts out, it doesn't matter at this point. Whether I like it or not, the dude is a superstar. Point blank, period. No matter if street niggas like him or not, it don't matter at this point. No matter who don't like this dude, he is out of here. Too many. I just gave you 9 things that are working in his brother's favor. 9 of the most important things you could ever have from an artist. He's got all 9 of them right now. It doesn't matter if I like his music or not. Alright? I'm into down south trap music. It don't matter if I like Travis Scott music or not, to be honest with you. I'm not the guy paying $200-300 for a Travis Scott ticket to his show. He's got that crowd coming out, selling them bitches out, seat for seat. He don't need me, just being honest. And he's got his base. He has enough females coming out for him and his relationship. That dude will be perfectly fine, and he's well on his way to being a superstar. I was talking to one of my partners. His trajectory is bigger and quicker than guys like Drake's and Wayne's. Dude's trajectory, he's only been at elite level for like 2 or 3 years now. Elite deals with companies. Elite relationships with high-profile figures. LeBron, Drake, some of his peers. This dude's gonna be around, man. Absolutely nothing that a hater like me can do about it. What y'all think about Travis Scott? Y'all talk to me in the comment box below. Are you sold on Travis Scott's music? Y'all talk to me. I know what kind of crowd I bring out to my videos, so I would love to know y'all opinions. Some of these street dudes that be in my comment section, y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all rocking with the Travis Scott wave or not? It don't matter if we like it, to be honest with you, but I really want to know y'all opinions. Thank y'all so much for the time, love, support. This is what, for the Ferros number 10, right? We moving on up, moving on up. No? All right, I got to get my old ass out of here. I like that new record with Travis Scott and Gunna. That joint hard, too. Blood on my neck. I like that joint a lot, too. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. You are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
TALIAFERRO. Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO. Mr. TALIAFERRO. Shout out to Mr. TALIAFERRO.
You're watching Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.
Mr. TALIAFERRO TV. Here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.